Dragging a massive steel plow through thick mud by hand is pure torture. These two quickly realize their bodies were breaking down under the brutal weight. One completely collapses, lungs burning, ready to surrender to the field, but the other refuses to quit. He stares at the ground, gears turning in his head, until he remembers an old, abandoned motorcycle gathering dust, and what he's about to do with it defies all mechanical logic. He drags the bike out and immediately starts tearing it apart. No hesitation, the rear assembly comes off completely. A standard rubber tire is utterly useless in deep, slippery mud, so it gets completely stripped down to the bare metal rim. Now, watch this closely. He slices thick steel angle iron and begins welding the heavy metal chunks directly onto the rim. He isn't just fixing a wheel, he's building a vicious, mud-gripping claw designed to violently shred through the earth. But a spiked wheel alone isn't enough to pull a heavy plow. The real genius happens in the next few steps. He modifies the original swing arm, locking in custom limit screws to handle extreme pressure. Then, he hammers heavy-duty bearings straight into the newly welded hubs. This is the absolute secret to surviving the massive torque required for plowing. Sparks fly as he re-welds the chassis and links the drive chain back up. He gives it a test spin. The spiked wheel roars to life. The machine has its legs back. Now comes the hardest part, attaching the heavy wooden plow without snapping the motorcycle's frame in half. He takes solid steel rebar, bends it by hand, and welds a reinforced towing bracket directly to the rear shocks. Next, a heavy steel pipe is drilled and bolted straight onto the ancient wooden plow shaft. He slides a thick threaded rod through the center, locking two completely different eras of technology together in a grip of solid steel. It looks like a Frankenstein machine, but if he doesn't get this final mechanism right, the plow will just drag uselessly across the surface. He measures a thick square steel tube to act as his control stick. He drills a series of precise holes, creating a manual height adjustment lever. A single steel pin drops in, locking the exact depth the blade will cut into the earth. The build is finished. The ultimate hybrid farming machine is born. He rolls it out into the overgrown field. This is the moment of truth. He kicks the engine over and drops it into gear. The spiked steel wheel bites aggressively into the wet earth. He pushes the lever down, sinking the plow blade deep into the soil. The dirt instantly peels back. No stalling, no slipping, slicing through the thick mud like a hot knife through butter. What just hours ago broke their backs and left them gasping for air is now being done effortlessly with a simple twist of the throttle. A desperate, crazy idea transformed into an absolute mechanical masterpiece.